Jody Sue has like put out a lot of untrue stuff, and I really wanted to talk to him about that. I mean, I'm supposed to leave tomorrow, but she was trying to say that I've had questions I've been writing down for over since I left, like that people want to know. I mean, you're a good source too, because I mean you were here with him also. I didn't know that he was like basically second cousin with Andy. And I didn't know his dad was Ben Hill either. That's cool. Or his grandfather was Ben Hill.
Yeah.
But he Ben Hill's kind of famous in this, like, on this road, kind of, because he's, I don't know. So she was trying to say, like, oh, like, Fred is a jokester, and he was, like, he played a joke on me about the bone thing. Oh my god, the shit I got about that. I'm like, I really just don't think so. And if it was something that was set up, it was not meant for me, because he didn't even know. I think if somebody just put that there to try to mess with the people that were in town, I feel like it would have been for like the other group. But I wanted people to meet him besides myself, because I'm like, they were like, you guys are so nice. You know what I mean? And because people keep asking my impression, and I'm like, I thought he was like super nice. I thought both of them were really nice. So, you know, are you sleeping?
I was just laying there. I hadn't even seen it today.
Well, I can let you go, and since you don't feel well.
What time are you leaving tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm supposed to leave at checkout's supposed to be 11, but I wonder if you think he's down over at his mom? I didn't even look up there to see if
I doubt it. I think he had to go uptown.
Is he still drive that truck?
Yeah.
So that's how I'll know if he's here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's okay too if I come in and he's like not really wanting to, you know, because that's the way I understand. I mean, because I don't know how much shit he got since when I was here. I don't know if he had got any kind of problems with Jody Sue.
Wasn't really Jody Sue. She ain't said nothing, but pretty much saw his liars.
But everything that he said has pretty much matched up. The only thing that didn't seem to make sense, I told people I think he's mistaken, which is everybody does, or it's confused. It's about Rose Fly thing.
Yeah, Rose. The thing there is, before all this happened, is what that was. And he thinks that she was lived here before summer.
So he really feels like that she was living here, or living in the area. Mm-hmm. I hope I don't block him from being in if he's pulling up.
How about I just tell him that you'll come at a certain time tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I can come back in a couple hours. Like, if he's not here, then he's not here, and I can come by tomorrow too.
Okay.
I mean, do you think it's dangerous for me to come out here at night?
Oh no.
I mean, I'm not scared of you guys all. People are like, oh, you can they think that Fred Hillcrest is a scary guy, like, that shot somebody in the neck. I'm like, you guys do not know what you're talking about. He was shot at first.
Yes.
I mean,
Fred has done everything in his power to keep that man from fucking shooting.
Yeah,
hurting somebody else. Hurting him. And Fred asked him to leave before it ever even happened. And when Fred told him that the law was coming, the man looked at him and told him, said, fuck you, I ain't afraid of the law. He said, let's play then. He fucking opened up. What did you do?
I mean, too bad. He obviously, the cops, like, I mean, they're not going to let him just, like, drop charges, or they're not going to just drop charges just because, he won't press charges on that guy. It's not up to anybody. Now, I understand that there was an agreement made, but where the guy was going to try to press some types of charges or something, but the state didn't pick up any charges, and that's what's important. The state always picks up charges if there's like something.
Chris had family too. I mean,
I can't find anything really on his back. You don't have anything really. He doesn't have anything. I'm like, I mean, he had an incident with child neglect, but I think
I'm not Tina, by the way. My name's Laura.
Oh.
She thinks Ben Hill's famous. Ziggy wants fame. Ziggy bombards Laura with questions. Laura acts as though she doesn't want Ziggy there. We hear a little bit of jibber jabber. Hey, Earl. We hear a little bit of jibber jabber between the two. It seems Laura wants to push Ziggy out the fucking door. Come back tomorrow, she says. Ziggy says, no, I'll come back in a couple hours. Okay. Now they go on to talk about the charges. Ziggy says, I barely see anything on his record. Hey, Marie. Never mind the fact that, let me find it. I'll be back. 11 minutes.
When that ordeal went down in Virginia was, see what that was, my sister, I didn't know it at the time. I know she was doing drugs and stuff, but she was doing basalt and gravel.
What's gravel?
And tripping and stuff. I mean, I know she was tripping a little bit, but I let her, we was buying my away grandmother's place, and I had some canker pulled in. That's what we lived in here too at first when me and her first got together, and then we had moved to Russell County, Virginia, on my grandmother's place, and I let my sister start staying there, and she got tripping on that gravel and stuff.
What's gravel?
It's more or less like ice with pretzels and stuff in it. I mean, it makes them trip.
Mm-hmm.
They see everything. Everything got to get them.
So she was tripping, and
she come in and we'll see my old lady. My kids got up that morning. They went to school, all of them, but little Fred, and he was with Laura at the neighbors. The neighbors, old man was getting ready to come home from the hospital. He had cancer and stuff, and she went over and helped her clean up and stuff for him to come home. Well, during that time, there wasn't nobody there but me. My sister comes in my house, shoots at me while I'm asleep, and only thing saving me, we'd been shooting target practice the day before. My gun I had was registered, everything. I mean, I bought it straight out. It was registered. I had my gun carrying permit, everything. And but
this was before you were
I
falling?
still don't know to this day why she done it. But the day before we been target practicing, she had 22 Dillingers over and under, 20 Magnum Dillingers. Well, she'd run out of shells. Well, I put some 17s in for the same casing, but the bullets were in there. That's the only thing safe.
He's saying his sister was in the house shooting, ran out of shells. His sister Julie, by the way, the one he's best friends with right now. Karen was the good sister back then. I call bullshit. Number one, Number two, I don't think she was on bath salts, but they might have sold some pressed pills or something. In my opinion, of course. Um, what he's leaving out, he says, I don't know why she did it, which is bullshit. Karen Elliott goes on to tell us on 6 Up and in my chats and in my text messages that Fred's daughter actually went to school and got caught selling her father's rugs. And that's why the police showed up at the house. And it's actually in court papers too. If you dig really fucking hard, you can find it. The sister was there because why? She was angry. What did it have to do with her? She lived next door in a trailer, you hear him say. But what does that have to do with her? Was she handing the daughter the rugs to take to school and now they're going to get busted? And there's a fight? Think real hard. Why is she involving herself in something where CPS is now on their way? And she's there prior to CPS getting there after what? A call from the school? Think real hard about that. They're criminals, yo. Anybody who kisses these people's asses, you're kissing a criminal's ass that may have had something to do with Summer Wills going missing. They're suspects. They're not somebody you're supposed to befriend. You can get information from them, but you don't go marry a fucking suspect. Something's wrong with that. I don't know if it's for fame, if somebody sent you for interference. It's fucking weird as hell. Especially one that has been in trouble not once but twice for pew-pewing other people or in their home or around children, or where you have your child, which I have a lot of questions about why Fred doesn't go to your family with you. But whatever, Zig. If you got to hide him from your family, don't you think that's a problem? And then your daughter goes on a trip with your mom and dad right after Christmas. You're talking about it. And what? She got to be quiet about Fred? She ain't allowed to talk? Or why isn't Fred invited? Is he an embarrassment to your family or something? Like, that's so fucking weird. You're such a loving couple. Why can't Fred go to your family functions? Is he going to go to the wedding with you in New York when you go this spring or whenever it is? I can't wait to see.
Because when she pulled trigger, way the end of the shell's made, it just pops, you see. And the bullet ain't accurate then. It loose in the barrel. When it come out, it missed me. But she just had one more shot. But I shot 2 rounds in the outside wall, top of the outside wall. And then she evidently went and called my mom down here from Russell County and told her a bunch of shit. And then my mom called over there and told me I was supposed to the death, and I told me Laura Hossey, Young's Hossey, done shot the house all upset and killed them all and stuff. And then the SWAT team comes up. They didn't come out to see if anything going on or nothing. They sent SWAT team out with 26 felons, 6 misdemeanor arrest warrant right then. And see, that's what lost Young was over.
26 felonies?
Yeah.
Were you felons before that?
No. I ain't had no charge before that.
I knew you didn't have
it. I was going
to say, you don't have, before, I didn't find anything really on you. Not too much.
They took him. See, even when they got me, when they knocked on the door, I looked out the blind, I thought it was her maybe coming back to explain herself or something. See, I don't even know why she even done it to today. Only thing I can see
She
is
was tripping.
I see a gun she's loading, I see her car keys in her left hand. I mean, just plain day.
What was
She had just a weird look on her face. I mean, she was standing right over me. I don't see how she missed me. They went from through the bed into the floor.
which sister was it?
My oldest sister, Julie.
And she was just tripping on that bath salt.
Yeah,
Something like
that's my opinion. I mean, I know she's been tripping
probably.
earlier that day and stuff, and I'd say to my mind why she'd even done it, you know. I mean, why she'd even try to harm me.
She never did something like that before to you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that happened. That's horrible. I can't believe
when they took me to jail, even though they for 4 more days they served me with these unrealistic charges. They served me in there on each child, like the children was there, and they was at school. They wasn't there, but they tried to say that they was there, and that's the reason we ended up losing them and stuff.
But there was one there, right? Just the one?
No, there wasn't none there.
Oh, all of them were at school.
No, little Fred was with Laura at the neighbors. They wasn't nobody there, but this me when my sister come in, you see, and done that. They're trying to say that I was shot in the wild while the young ones was there and stuff, and like it was me and her fighting and stuff, which it wasn't.
Oh my God.
And then the cops and stuff, they lied. They're trying. So I went to court 15 times before I even got turned judge. I spent 3.5 years. Finally took a plea, got her set, you know.
You got what in there?
I took a plea.
And then they let you out?
No, they just laughed about it and stuff and threatened to hold me 4 more years. I'd been in front of court. Well, I was supposed to be in front of the judge. Every time I'd go, they would postpone it, so I went 15 times before I ever got in front of the judge. But that just like, even when, well, no, I'm lying. I had to go, not on my charges, but on the kids where they took them and stuff. I had to go to court and stuff over some of that, you know. I mean, through social services and stuff. And that is like the woman that come in and took the kids and stuff out of the home. She's sitting on my lap, everything in courtroom. I mean, this crazy shit. Man.
Sitting on your lap?
Yeah.
Who was?
The woman that took the kids, the DHS worker.
Oh, she's sitting on your lap.
11 all of them and everything. Just right there in the courtroom, just like nobody else was there. I mean, stupid shit. They just like.
He stole David Brett's story that David Brett told me when he went to court when they tried to take little David from him because of Crystal. The CPS worker, not just because of Crystal, but Linda calling CPS. There's a custody dispute within the family. And that couldn't happen with Fred because Fred was in prison. Fred went directly to jail. There's no reason for the CPS worker to be sitting on his lap. If he would have been at this court hearing, he would have been in handcuffs, shackled, with police protection. This did not happen. It's a false story, and it's proof that Fred lies from the go.
My young one sitting in there on the back row, and me sitting in there, cycle chain stuff, so they had me on high flight risk, so I hadn't lived in Virginia for like 6 months. When we moved to Virginia, didn't even leave my property because I was afraid I'd get in trouble. I never even left the 6 months we lived there off the property.
Why were you afraid you were going to get in trouble?
I just know how Virginia is. I mean, the laws and stuff, and
you
didn't want to get in no kind of trouble or nothing.
And
stay home.
Because were you using or something and just used from home?
Oh, I was clean, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, when we first moved to Virginia, we cleaned up and hadn't done that in a long time. And we like $20 having enough money to make a light bill. And I told my mother, and asked her to borrow you $20. She didn't have $20, but she had 30 rocks or 30s that I could sell or whatever, you see.
Mhm.
And knowing if I had them and they down and out again, that I'm going to use more likely.
Mhm.
It seems like it's always been push with push like that. Every time I get clean or anything, family and stuff always got you right back where they want you. It's all about control. Everywhere I try to live, my mother's caused all kinds of shit. Told people we've rented off of and stuff, tell them, oh, look, I'll rob them or I'll this or all that. Just,
Why is that? Is your mom?
she won't. As long as I'm, like this is her place, as long as I'm here, she's got control, she thinks.
Wasn't it something like this? She said that you guys were supposed to, or one of you guys was supposed to get an inheritance or something like that.
Yeah, I was supposed to took in. See, we give up 2 different places in Virginia that we almost had paid off, and my dad, he shouldn't pay that off, hallucinating stuff, and what that was, my mom was poisoning me for strychnine.
Wow.
Poisoned her with strychnine. They gonna charge me with it out of Green County.
Your dad? Your dad? Oh yeah, that's
no,
what.
my mom was doing it.
Right, your dad, but she was poisoning your dad.
And, I mean, he thought somebody was out to kill him and stuff.
And he never used drugs or anything?
No.
Did your mom?
No, Mom never.
She's just.
Well, she's on pain medicine now, but it's prescribed.
Does she have mental issues?
Or any kind of street drugs. I've never known does Mom or Dad need one.
But she has mental issues?
Huh?
She has mental issues? Mental issues? Mental, like.
Well,
I mean, I'm guessing if she's going to try to kill your dad, that you'd have to have something kind of wrong with you. Or was there money or something that she was trying to get? Like, life
she
insurance?
just gets mad at people and does stupid shit to get revenge on them. I mean, it ain't got to be nothing big.
Was she always mean to you as a kid? Was she mean to you as a kid and stuff?
No, she wasn't. I mean, my dad was real. I mean, we had walking eggshells throughout our whole life. I mean, it's like when I was growing up from age 7 on, I was either hunting or training horses or something. I was never hardly home at all. I mean, as soon as I got off the bus from school, I either hit the mountain or got on horse and I was gone till I went back to school the next day and stuff. I mean,
So Fred also sold drugs in school. It's a family business. Okay, where were we? Let's go back and listen to Laura a little bit.
Oh. Oh, wait. Did you tell me it was Tina last time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I am so sorry.
That's his car swap.
Oh no. Oh man. Are you guys actually married or you're just not married? Oh, that's why.
We've been together 20 years.
I don't know. I keep saying Christina. So you've seen my channel? So how come he doesn't answer his phone ever? Or text back or...
I think he knows really how he's doing it. He just listens to stuff, but he talks on there mostly.
I mean, no, because he gave me a phone number to text him.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's the same.
we ain't got a phone now, or we got no internet here.
Oh, so even if you got a phone that it wouldn't work, like even if I got you guys a phone, it wouldn't work out here?
I don't know.
Like how, because there's reception, like I can get you guys a phone. I mean, you guys need a phone for emergencies, especially with all this crazy shit going on, like, can you call 911 here, even if the phone, just something you call 911, I know my phone doesn't give me reception out here, but I think, I mean, if you had, let's see, but you don't have internet, you can connect to
That's not the charge I'm talking about. Read all his charges real close. Go find it in my YouTube and go listen to Andy talk about it on my panel. Like it literally came from his own fucking mouth. I don't know what to tell you. He had another charge that showed Pilsil, a scheduled whatever. It was a higher schedule than marijuana. Go look at all of his charges. Read into them. There was more than marijuana there. We'll go over them one night. I just have my content set up for tonight.
Connection to internet down there at your mom or your mother-in-law's, right?
Yeah. This one was amazing times to go to.
Look into something like that where can you get deliveries out here?
Mm-hmm.
So will Amazon deliver out here?
Yeah.
That would be the most convenient thing. Where everything is on Amazon. And its address is 165?
No, it's 160. No, 207. It's up here.
207. Oh. So 165 is your mom's thing?
Yeah, it's 167.
Well, when he got arrested for the shooting and the net.
Down there.
Oh, okay. I'm going to look into that.
We were taking care of his dad here.
Okay, yeah, because his dad passed, when was that? 20
passed in November.
Oh, yeah, that was really recently.
Well, 4 days later, my mom died.
Oh. I wish you guys did you guys ever have an email or anything, any of that type stuff? Well, okay, listen, all I found on I don't know what type of charges you guys have. I have charges, okay? I'm not a felon, but I've been arrested for marijuana and DUIs. So I don't think that means anything. I didn't find any like horrible charges on him. Like time looked like it was bad, but I think it was from what I found on it, it looked like some type of incident happened and the kids were around, or some type of kids were around and it got him in trouble. I don't know, but that's the only thing that I saw as far as like, and you might have a mass like possession or something like that, drug stuff.
I got in trouble when I was younger for marijuana.
Yeah, that's kind of a deal. That's like nothing.
25. I've been 2.5 years.
Oh, because did you just keep, did you violate, was it for dealing or something?
I'm just wrongfully.
Dealing for, oh my god, dude.
They got my first sister.
Hey, do you mind answering a couple questions that maybe you might be able to? I don't know if you can. Or how are you feeling? Do you need to lay down?
Right.
I can come back tomorrow if you'd rather just like rest. I could try to come back in a couple hours and see if he's here. I don't know. He might hear that I was fine and just kind of like go hide somewhere.
I asked you actually. You said that you don't want to ever said anything or tried to dig up for him.
Yeah, because he's freaking nice. You guys are nice. Like, why would I? Who cares? Like, all those people talking shit have way worse charges than any of these. I mean, come on.
Get back to his. I'll get you here.
Okay.
You know what I noticed today? Ziggy's playing video games, right? She's still letting Nightbot come in there and post her gifts, post everything she needs. Now look, I could see the essentials, maybe 1 or 2 decks of tarot cards. If her microwave broke, okay, put the microwave on there. Maybe Fergie Fund. She has a Fergie Fund. Like, you could just send her money on there. 0 contributions. You could just hit this and you can just send her money to pick her own shit. She must have these nails to bring you content. So in order for her to bring you the nail content, you have to buy her nails. Fred no longer needs money. He's upgraded and he's only worth a $29.99 fishing pole. That's the best she could do for him there, but after her more nails and a million tarot cards, nothing for her daughter. Notice? Oh, she needs a new stroller for the dog. That's $129. But you could save $7 with the coupon. So if you're going to buy that, make sure you save it. And she has to have a fire pit. That's going to help her rituals as she reads your tarot cards for you, because that's an everyday essential. But my favorite one is this $220 remote control car. It's fucking amazing. I mean, cool, Raymond. I'm sure if you're into that shit, you can like licking buttholes, but you ain't licking mine. Yes, we can smoke a fat one. Give me a minute. But anyways, this bitch got a $200 fucking a $200 remote control car. What is Ziggy gonna do? Is she gonna put the fucking dog on a fucking $200 remote control car and fly him to the marathon for her to get her a fucking Diet Coke? Is that what this girl's gonna fucking do? Can anybody on this fucking earth tell me why Ziggy would need a $200 remote control motherfucking truck? This is the type of shit she's asking you people to send her. Now I can understand the deodorant, the microwave, even the fucking coffee, because man, I can't live without coffee, even though tonight I'm drinking Diet Pepsi, which is a really big oddity for me. It doesn't happen often. I'm only drinking it because my son accidentally picked up the wrong pop at the store. But a $200 fucking remote control motherfucking car. Let's move on. This is Dawn Wells talking about Fred. In my opinion, if a parent of a missing child names somebody and says he thinks they're suspect, the last thing you want to do is fucking marry somebody who could be responsible for making a baby go missing. Ziggy. Even if Fred's innocent, you couldn't wait till that came out.
They put me in solitary A block. That's where Fred
that's
Hill is. That's where Fred Hill is now. A block. He's probably got my old cell. A05.
a rude awakening when you come in.
Yeah. I don't know if I believe that story. He probably ripped somebody off, is what it is. Fred Hill used to roam around. I'd get up, like if I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning or something and looking around, he'd be out on somebody's horse with a flashlight, riding around all night long. I caught him one time. I went to talk to him. I talked to him several times because I thought he has to know something. I caught him on other people's property, taking stuff from other people's property.
Oh, that's what he's doing on the horse then with a flashlight.
Well, he has a golf cart, and he was on the golf cart and taking people's stuff from other people's property. And I never said nothing till this point.
Yeah.
He's been lying since day one. He's been lying since day. I've been up to his house several times trying to get answers, and he started talking about meth monkeys out in the woods and everything else, stirring me off in the wrong direction. I mean, yeah, all kinds of wild stories he tell me. He's just trying to get notoriety, money on his books. That's all he cares about. He's going to blame it on the dead man. Really?
Mm.
Wow. Well, I'll guarantee you the detectives are trying to talk to him, but he keeps talking him way out in left field somewhere. And that's why I want to beat his ass so bad. Because he could be the person responsible for Summer's disappearance. Because he got meth heads going in and out of our road day and night, all day long, all night long. And he could be the person responsible for Summer's disappearance. And he wants to sit there and talk crazy. The boy needs his ass beat. When the police was up there at my house, I says, "You're not going to go knock on Fred Hill's door or some of these meth heads around here?" I says, "Then let me the fuck out of the way, and I'll go do it myself." And they says, "Well, we can't stop you, Mr. Wells. You're a free man." I said, "Yeah, that's right." And I went over there and I drove to his house, and I about kicked the fucking door in. And he's like, "Oh, yeah. Well, I seen some meth heads up there on the ridge and blah, blah, blah," and talking all kinds of crazy. Yeah.
That seems awful suspicious to me.
Cannot get a straight answer out of him for nothing. And here he is playing games again on Ziggy's Live and everything else. Cannot get a straight answer out of him. I can get a hold of the behavior panel and ask them what they think about it. I will call Greg and ask him what he thinks, and I will definitely get back to you on that for sure.
Yeah.
He's an everyday user. He shoots that crap in his arm. I felt sorry for him, and I give him a black truck. I says,
I don't have time to derail my live right now. I would have to go through 2 or 3 years of content. You should have been paying attention. Andy B's in my chat a lot. I'm not going to come out here and tell you something we haven't spoke about. And there's been other people in my chats that have read things that Andy has said, like awesome. So if you want it, you can go look for it. Search Andy B in my search bar, search whatever the fuck you want. But it's like years of content. Andy B and Ellie Mae spent like at least 6 months to a year in every single one of my chats. Should have been paying attention, but you're not going to come over here and derail my live. You could go find it yourself. When I find it, I'll post it another day. Or you can go ask Andy B your motherfucking self. That's not a problem. If he comes into my chat today, you can ask him. He got caught and he told me with one lore tab. I don't believe it's one lore tab. You're not going to go down and get jail time for weed the way he did. Look it up. Use Google. Look up his charges and figure it out your fucking self. He had more than dwelling. Look at the scheduled drugs. Do some research. I'm not your mammy and you don't boss me around. No, I'm going to go back to my live.
Haul that stuff off, whatever, because I didn't want to clutter up my driveway. He hauled that crap off. I says, the motor's good. It's a brand new motor, bored 30,000 sober. And all he needed to do was put a harmonic balancer in it. But he hauled it straight to the junkyard for meth. I think it was, I don't know. There was a lot of traffic coming in and out of our hauler because of Fred Hill. He needs to own up to this shit. That fucking asshole needs to own up that he's the fucking reason that all that traffic was coming in and out of our hauler. And I want to beat his ass so bad and make him realize this. He has meth-induced schizophrenia. I'm not.
And actually, Andy had more charges than Jody Sue and did more time than her. Or did you not know that? I love how everybody got an opinion on things they haven't researched. Do your own research.
I'm not claiming I'm an angel, because I'm not. I just want to make that clear with y'all. I'm no angel. I'm trying. I'm trying, but it's so hard.
Well, then I apologize. You don't know how many times I've come up here and everybody's like, show your proof, show your proof, show your proof. And it almost feels like an attack. So if you didn't mean that as an attack, I will man up and say I'm sorry. And I am about to smoke my, probably is Delta 8. I got this batch from a store up the street that's fucking selling the shit. But I've been getting it from there and it does the fucking job. I think it's real. I think the store's fucking crooked as fuck, but I don't know that for sure. If they ever get busted, we'll find out. But it tastes like medical to me. And usually I have medical weed. So if you're not trying to derail my life, I apologize. Kawana. You don't know how many times people come over here and they're like, oh, you've got to show your proof. You've got to show your proof and try to derail what I'm doing. And like, show me right now. I've dealt with that a lot on YouTube. It's been a while. Well, no, not really, because I think Lady R did that not too long ago. Go figure. But anyways, it's there. And you can ask Andy B yourself. He'll admit to it. He has spoken about it himself. So if you're not trying to derail my life, I apologize. But now I'm going to lick my joint and we're going to watch another time that Dawn Wells spoke some more times. This is a 6-minute video and then we're going to go back to Laura. But this is another time Dawn Wells spoke about Fred Hill.
He probably ripped somebody off, is what it is. Fred Hill used to roam around. I'd get up, like if I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning or something and looking around, he'd be out on somebody's horse with a flashlight, riding around for who knows what reason.
That's weird.
All night long. I caught him one time. I went to talk to him. I've talked to him several times because I thought he has to know something. I caught him.
I think the last video was me taking pieces of several times. These are old videos I've made. So I think the last video was me taking pieces of several times he spoke about it, but this was on Miss Christine's, where's my lid thing at? This was on Miss Christine's channel, and it's a little more in depth of what he was saying. I guess I've made 2 videos. I was just pulling up times and things. I didn't really watch much, but I know it goes with what my theme is here, which is Ziggy and Fred is full fuck and always has been. And I feel like they pushed Laura out or something came in or Ziggy found a piece of information about Fred. I don't know what the deal is. But in my opinion, it's not normal to marry a suspect when the father of the child and the parents of the child have such strong emotion about this man, knowing the crimes he was in. And much like Andy B, I had said in my chats, Karen Elliott has also come in and had made statements like, Fred, actually, did I leave that up? Hold on a minute. Oh, I might have taken something down. that I shouldn't have. Let me show you something real quick. I think I decided not to show you guys, but I'm going to show you anyway. Let me go to my history. Something that continued much like this is a 3-minute video. Something that continued even after Summer went missing, much like the James Light bust, was traffic from Rogersville from Georgia, Chattanooga. There's been a lot of busts even after Summer has gone missing with the same MO as the James Light bust, in which case Karen Elliott has told me several times that Fred, she's at least told me one big time, that Fred often owed James Light money and that his father would have to pay James Light off. We also know Fred's parents dabbled in a little bit of drug dealing pills themselves. Jody Sue speaks about it, and we could share. I have an hour-long video about that. We'll see how long I feel like staying tonight. Maybe I'll share it if y'all want to hear it. Again, I shared it not that long ago.
Three people were arrested in Hawkins County after officials found suspected drugs during a traffic stop. The sheriff's office says they identified the car from a tip that there would be a delivery of a large number of narcotics by a car with a Georgia registration. Deputies say they found multicolored forms of heroin, fentanyl, pills believed to be ecstasy, and a Glock pistol. The three suspects were identified as Matthew Cabbage, Misty Rouse, and Timothy Burke. All three are facing several charges.
According to a report by 6 News on Your Side dated July 8, 2021, a routine traffic stop on a Wednesday in Hawkins County, Tennessee, led to the arrest of 3 individuals and the seizure of over $100,000 worth of illegal narcotics. The Hawkins County Sheriff's Office confirmed that the detained individuals included Matthew Cabbage, also known as TJ Misty Rolls, and Timothy Burke, known as Tim. The traffic stop targeted a silver 2012 Nissan Versa with Georgia license plates, following a tip about a significant narcotics delivery. TJ was identified as the front passenger, and the vehicle was intercepted on Timberline Drive, where all occupants were detained. The search of the vehicle revealed 1,131 grams of a crystalline substance, suspected to be methamphetamine, 52 grams of a gray, rock-like substance, believed to be gray death fentanyl, 39 grams of a pink rock-like substance, presumed to be pink heroin, 720 multicolored pills, thought to be ecstasy, 3 grams of a brown rock-like substance, suspected to be brown heroin, a loaded Glock 19 Generation 5, 9mm, located in a suitcase in the trunk. The narcotics have an estimated total street value of approximately $115,300, broken down as follows. Methamphetamine $90,500. Heroin $18,800. Ecstasy $6,000. Further investigation revealed that all 3 suspects were convicted felons with past offenses related to drugs and theft. Despite having active warrants from Florida and Ohio, the suspects will not be extradited from Tennessee. Following the arrest, all suspects were transported to the sheriff's office where they were read their Miranda rights and provided written statements. The charges filed include Matthew T.J. Cabbage and...
So did you hear that? The suspects came from Georgia, but they have warrants in Ohio and Florida, and now they're in Tennessee being arrested. What does that smell like to you? Trafficking, and not the kind where you're stuck in a red light.
Misty Rolls' possession of methamphetamine, heroin, and ecstasy with intent to deliver, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Timothy Tim Burke possession of methamphetamine, heroin, and ecstasy with intent to deliver, possession of drug paraphernalia, and driving while in possession of methamphetamine.
Him on other people's property, taking stuff from other people's property.
Oh, that's what he's doing on the horse then with a flashlight.
Well, he has a golf cart, and he was on a golf cart and taking people's stuff from other people's property. I never said nothing till this point.
Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want him to be lying and just trying to get out of jail and trying to work some kind of deal or something. That ain't cool at all.
He's been lying since day one.
But I don't trust him either, though. I don't.
I've been up to his house several times trying to get answers, and he started talking about meth monkeys out in the woods and everything else, stirring me off in the wrong direction. I mean, yeah, all kinds of wild stories he'd tell me, and I just leave there.
Another one. You know, how do we know he's not even making this? You know, dead men tell no tales, right?
Exactly. He's just trying to get notoriety, money on his books. That's all he cares about.
And I thought it was convenient when I found out that old Cotton was dead.
Exactly. He's going to blame it on the dead man. Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Sometimes people will do things to get the, get the look off themselves. You know, blame it on a dead person. That's a good way to go about it.
Well, I'll guarantee you the detectives are trying to talk to him, but he keeps talking him way out in left field somewhere. And that's why I want to beat his ass so bad. Because he could be the person responsible for Summer's disappearance. Because he got meth heads going in and out of our road day and night, all day long, all night long. And he could be the person responsible for Summer's disappearance. And he wants to sit there and talk crazy? The boy needs his ass beat.
Yeah, he probably going to get that.
He needs it.
Eventually, he's going to get that.
He's looking at probably a decade in the pen, so
yeah,
he'll
get his fair share.
He wants to play games after my daughter's disappearance.
That's what's so bad about it.
Yeah, exactly. When the police was up there at my house, I says, "You're not going to go knock on Fred Hill's door or some of these meth heads around here?" I says, "Then let me the fuck out of the way, and I'll go do it myself." And they says, "Well, we can't stop you, Mr. Wells. You're a free man." I said, "Yeah, that's right." And I went over there, and I drove to his house, and I about kicked the fucking door in. And he's like, yeah. Well, I seen some meth heads up there on the ridge, and blah, 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 and talking all kinds of crazy. Yeah.
That seems awful suspicious to me.
Cannot get a straight answer out of him for nothing. And here he is playing games again on Ziggy's Live and everything.
So, something that disturbs me is Dawn came out to YouTube saying, "I'll see my daughter in the resurrection." The church surrounded him a whole lot at that time. You see Fred mimics things he hears on YouTube and uses them as his own. Could it be Fred came out here and said Dawn came to the house talking about the resurrection? The only thing that is a discrepancy for that with me, which throws Jody Sue in it for me, which makes it really weird, is that Jody Sue also states that Fred had come up to the driveway saying that Fred had said Dawn came down to the house and said he would see Summer in the resurrection. That puts Jody in the play for me. I don't think Dawn sacrificed his child. But you also have Marlena on Dumbass Lips stating, Dawn said, I'll see her in the resurrection. The video from Lips is very hard to hear. I really would like to play it one day. I'll eat the fucking strike if the cunt fucking strikes me. I really want to play it one day, and I want to get a good listen to it. Jody Sue has been in the play day one. She has, Darlene Spencer, and I think Fred has, and I think Marlena has, and Ricky, and I think something down there they're either hiding. I don't know if it has to do with Summer, but I've been going over the spider with Dolly a lot lately. Listen, I've talked to Marlena. My heart goes out to Marlena, and I wish nothing but recovery for her. I don't think she did anything to Summer, but I think they all know why. And that's what I can't grasp. We hear stories of Laura talking about James Light throwing the horse over the hill, and then Karen Elliott saying things like Fred owed James Light money often and Dad would have to pay him back, sometimes upwards to $10,000. That's a lot of money to owe one man, especially one that was busted in the biggest drug bust in America. Now, do you think them operations just stopped after they all got arrested? No. That's a way of life down there. It usually, listen, I'm not going to give names, and I hate to even fucking talk about this because I love this person. Uh-oh, hold on. I'm live. Oh, you want my pop?
Yeah. Hi.
I'm live. Do you guys want to come say hi and be on YouTube? Yeah. Good.
Hi. Hi.
Say hi. You got to come up here. Come here.
Hi. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
These are my grandbabies.
Yeah.
This is Nico.
Hello.
What?
Hello.
Hold on, wait, because I gotta explain Carmelo. You know how everybody says kids are abused? Look at my baby did yesterday. He fell into a chair and he got up all black eye. We just sang happy birthday to him. He turned 2 on the 22nd. But this is Mello. I won't give you the real names. I'll give you their short names. This is Mello. And then this is my first grandbaby. Come here. This is Mari. Look at her hair. She got wild hair. No, you're not getting back on camera no more. Look at his poor eye. He's such a 2-year-old. He bumps into everything. Aw. My friend Paula Maury said hi to my grandbabies. What do you want to say hi? What do you want to say to Paula? How about mwah, peace and love? Can you do it for me? Say it. That's my thing. Say peace and love.
Peace and love.
All right. Now get out. I'm live.
You want poppers?
No, you ain't getting ploppers.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, your goldfish. All right, out. Pop. Oh, your pop first. Here, how about you take me these? Because it's a whole cup. You get a big cup. Bring my cup back. It's my Stiller's cup, even though they suck. All right, I'll be right back. I'm locking the door. I love you. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you so much, Barbara. They just won't barge in anytime they want. I hate when they do that. I usually lock the door. I must have forgotten. Now they're downstairs screaming. Thank you so much. I love them. All right, where was I? I forget what the hell I was saying. I was derailed. Go figure by the young grandbabies. Let's just let finish Dawn up.
Thing else, cannot get a straight answer out of it. Really
Brittany's
do.
right. He is also detoxing at this time
Yeah.
when he was sitting there
Exactly.
rattling off. So
He's a everyday user. He shoots that crap in his arm.
Yeah, and it's
so
gonna
he's
take a
probably
minute
been
for his
sick
head to
for
get
the last
straight.
week. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
for the last 2 weeks he's been sicker.
I felt sorry for him, and I give him a black truck. I says, "You haul that stuff off, whatever, get," because I didn't want to clutter up my driveway. He hauled that crap off. I says, "The motor's good. It's a brand new motor, Ford 30,000 over. You know, and all we need to do is put a harmonic balancer in it." But he hauled it straight to the junkyard for meth. I think it was. Oh man, I don't know.
And honestly, the best place he could be is jail because
Absolutely, I agree with you 100% on that.
I mean,
Yep,
you know,
that's right.
at least they'll
That's
keep him off
right.
that crap for his head to get right, and maybe he might have an answer to something, and then they can give him a lie detector test, and then maybe then they'll get somewhere.
Yeah, I agree with you. There was a lot of traffic coming in and out of our hauler because of Fred Hill. He needs to own up to this shit. That fucking asshole needs to own up that
And
he's
you know
the
what else,
fucking
Don?
reason that all that traffic was coming in and out of our hauler. And I want to beat his ass so bad and make him realize this.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And another thing is him having that horse, you know. And I was wondering, like, if somebody, you know, if they could have lured Summer to the road with a horse or with an animal, you know, because the dog, you know, they traced her footprints and her smell.
Well,
Her scent down there.
I'll promise you that Summer would never leave our property, but there's the possibility that someone could have lured her, like you just said.
There's a little kid.
I cannot believe I kept calling you Christina. I wish he would have emailed me and told me because I feel bad. I'm sorry. I cannot believe I kept saying that. It's actually Laura. Laura, underlining it a million times. Well, that's because I found, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I thought your name was Christina.
No, so it's Tina. Tina Marie.
Yeah. Is her name not really Christina?
It's Tina. It's regular Tina.
Oh, okay. Okay. And you guys have been together a long time. Okay. Last time I was here, it was like.
So the lack of respect Ziggy has. She calls Laura by Fred's first wife's name, which, by the way, Fred won't answer me. I would love to know why Fred and his wife had a Habitat of Humanity home. But how fucking ignorant is that? Like, you already walk in with the idea, like, his wife is trash, his girlfriend's trash, right? Ain't your name Tina? Girl. Cool cock. Fuck out of my driveway.
So cold. If you remember, we were like freezing to death out there, and then this time it's like, oh my god. I went to the one of the vigils for summer, and it was miserable. It was so hot. How well do you know Jody Sue?
I don't know her that well. I just know her.
You know, do you know that there's a lot of, lately, even a lot more since we were out here last, there's a lot more people thinking she was involved in somehow, and not like where she did something this summer, but that she possibly sold something to, I mean, that's what, I don't know. She just seems she was really too worried about me talking to Fred, and it was weird. Do you know why?
Fred?
Do you think that maybe Fred knows about her and some drug stuff, and that's what she's worried about? Because if it's just that, then...
Andy, I'm so glad you're here. So I don't have to go back and find a video when you were on my panel. Can you explain to, I think it was Kawana, I hope I'm saying that right, Kawana, how you got arrested for one lower tab when you got arrested with the weed, how that was also a charge? I'd really appreciate it because I was going to have to go back through years of content to find where you said that. So I'm glad you stopped by. Okay. Back to dumbass Ziggy.
We don't have nothing on them. Not drugs related.
Yeah.
Cause I don't like them. Our horse got loose one night, and I ran into her and Andy as I was going out walking on the holler looking for that little horse we had. And they told everybody that I was walking in out of the holler with a flashlight, smoking meth, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not smoking anything, it's pot.
Yeah. And anybody smoking meth is not going to... Oh, that's right. She said somebody left a meth pipe at the end of her driveway. Was she trying to blame it on you? A smash one is probably something she made up.
She me stealing little stuffed animals that they had hanging up at the bottom of their heel. She said that they took me out to town, give me a ride, let me out, and somehow I beat them back to town, and just so I could steal their little stuffed animals off their mailbox.
Is she kind of mental like that? Does she have major mental issues? I mean, is she known for that? Because it's just, she's coming up with some weird,
Gray told me that she said her daddy sold her when she was 16 or 13.
Yeah. That, I do believe something like that because I know her dad, he just passed, I think, but he was in prison for rape. So we just figured that out recently. I didn't know. Last time I was out here.
I don't believe that shit.
What that?
I don't believe anything she says, but I think she's just trying to look like and get sympathy.
And money?
She wants people to feel sorry for her.
She's one of those that just likes the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's what it's looking like.
She can come up with, make herself look a little better.
Do people come out here and harass you guys?
No.
What about her? Does she get harassed that you know of? I don't know if you know where her new location. I mean, I know where she's at. I know her. She's over. I feel like something's missing up here. I don't know.
They burned all these stuff they had up there. We getting ready to go to her house.
So burn it.
We don't know. We come back and the mountain was on fire. And they burned every bit of supplies we had up there on the hill. We just got the rest of it. 3 days before peace will start on Monday, building this place.
No, yeah, you, Fred, Laura was stating that you and Jody accused her of stealing a little stuffed animal dog off the mailbox, and I've heard Jody talk about that too. But did you hear my question about when you were arrested, what your charges were, and how you had told me you were caught with one lower tab? Since your volume wasn't working, I can re-ask. All right. So Laura's going to come up here. I don't really want to go through the whole hour and 12 minutes of this. We could do that another time. But something I wanted to talk about more further, Laura's going to come up and she's going to tell you more of a story about Allie Mae and Julie and who it was. Actually, we are going to listen. We'll listen till we at least get to that part, because then you'll understand he didn't have shit to do with Fred and Laura. Right. Do you know anything about the time Fred had made a comment? Andy, do you know if Jody ever said this to you? And I hate to even go here. But Fred had made a comment one time a long time ago, and I'll pull that out eventually too, where he had said Jody accused Fred of R-ing her. Is there any truth to that? Because that will also show character for Fred.
26 months, I'm sorry.
Wow. Yeah, you know, people gave me so much shit for having my daughter with me last time I was out here, and like, you know, like it was. I'm like, people don't. I don't feel scared at all out here at all. Like, you know.
Mm-hmm. There ain't nothing to be scared of. We ain't gonna hurt.
I think I forgot to lock my door again, so I gotta do that because I want to fire up the rest of this J. Thank God they didn't walk in when I was smoking. Okay, I was gonna say, you just heard Ziggy say, "Oh, my daughter was there." I wasn't worried about my daughter being there. Nothing to be scared of or something on that nature. Laura's going to go on to say, there ain't nothing to be scared of unless you fuck with us or something on them lines. Fred makes it like the Fanning shooting was innocent, like it was daylight. Fred got out of charges. He's lucky. And I don't know how he got out of the charges he did, whether Fanning's a good person or a bad person. To me, it almost seems like a rug deal gone wrong. And I'm going to tell you why I find something fishy about it. How the fuck you going to be out with your daughter in the middle of the night at 12:36? I think it's at a.m., 12:32 a.m. The shooting happened. Let me see if I can find a news clip. I had one pulled up the other day. It's not going to be on here. Let me go to WJHL. It might have been. Where the hell did I see that the other day? I'll Google it if I can't find what I seen the other day here. Let's see if we can get the video to work. All these ads. Hawkins County, a man is listed in critical condition after a shooting Wednesday morning in Hawkins County on Ben Hill Road in Rogersville. Deputies were called out to a beach community around 12:45 a.m. I just highlighted it for you. You want to tell me why this happens? Look at the time. This wasn't a daylight pew-pewing. Let me finish reading it. The Hawkins County Sheriff's Office says Fred Hill Jr., which it's actually Fred Jr. Hill, told deputies he shot a man in the roadway at his home. Hill allegedly told deputies Roy Fanning shot a pew into the air and pointed the pew at him. Hill went on to say he proceeded to pew Fanning in the throat. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson doesn't think the two men had ever met. From my knowledge, they did not know each other, just at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's a dead-end road where Fred lives. The only other people on that road is Redmond and David Bays at the time. After Fred. After the driveway. What was this man doing in Fred's driveway? How do these charges get dropped on Fred? He almost unalived this man. Fanning, 44 years old of Fall Branch, Tennessee, was taken to Holston Valley in Kingsport, Tennessee, where he is listed in critical condition. It's not known at this time if any charges will be filed. This shooting remains under investigation by Sheriff's Office. No other details have been released to the public at this time. In my opinion, this was a rug deal cover-up. It's just my opinion. I'm speculating. Oh, Paula. Honey. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. But in my opinion, this is another, much like Brandon Lawson, another cover-up in the area. Somehow these charges get dropped on Fred. There's no charges picked up by Fanning either, and it just goes away after this man's almost unalived in Beach Creek on a dead end in the middle of the night with his daughter in the truck, mind you. But why, Moonshine Girl, when there's only 3 more houses on the road at the end? Why is this guy down there holding a gun in the air to begin with? If that makes any sense. They said it was over a land dispute or something, but at 12:30 in the night? Yes, it's behind Fred's back where the pond is between the Thompsons and Fred's. How else do you usually drive back there? But why do you stop at Fred's? It doesn't make sense to me. Not at 12:30 at night. Okay, back to Laura. Let's see, where were we?
Nobody here. Nobody's going to hurt him.
It's not even
Somebody brings trouble. Don't bring trouble in my house, man. You bring it to yours.
right. And I don't think it's just it's not like just they're not saying that about you guys per se. It's just like anybody on Ben Hill. Like Ben Hill's just like so.
But that's just it. You don't bring trouble, don't expect trouble.
Right. Do you know if what about that whole scream thing that Jody Sue mentioned? Is that true? Do you know?
Scream?
The day Summer went missing, one of her stories is that she heard a scream.
I don't have no idea.
Yeah, that's something I forgot to ask Fred last time I was here, and the police said it was unfounded, but
have they found out anything new?
No, and they not really, and everything's. I mean, it's pretty much the same, but everybody's eyes are really, really on Jody Sue, bad, and I don't know what she knows. Did you know Andy very well at all?
No.
I mean,
I don't know him that well.
Did he have a bad reputation or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Did Jody Sue have a bad reputation?
For being a whore.
Oh, really? Would she sell herself? Like, you mean literally a whore, or
nasty whore.
Like making money?
Yeah, she used to work at Bottoms Up.
Oh, isn't that a stripper place? Mm-hmm. Okay, but she actually used to sell herself besides just dance?
From what I was told, she was. Well, I don't know if you heard of her, the Cloud Apartments of Kingsport. They tore a whole freaking section of housings out just because of Andy and her. Whether they waited or they lived.
Oh, it was so gross?
Yeah. Because the whole place was condemned for roaches. And
so Cloud Apartments in Kingsport. Okay, yeah. So they lived there at one time. When people thought that she was one that would sell herself, like, did she have a pill problem? Pill problem? Is that was her drug of choice?
I think it's coke or crack.
Because usually, like, I used to be hooked on pills back in the day. That's one of the things I've talked about on my channel. Usually people have. I thought that she looked. I mean, it would make sense how long she stays on her channel. But usually people have, like, you know, they try to say, oh, you know, the way people, I don't know, the way Dawn and Joey Sears painted Fred is like, oh, he's not doing meth like 24/7 or something. He was not high. I've done meth. I've done every drug possible. I know what it looks like when somebody's on. Their pupils are big, okay? I could tell that he was not, I mean, he just woke up that second time, and so he couldn't have been smoking or doing any type of like that right before I talked to him. And that stuff is out of your system so fast. And so I'm like, no, and you guys even drink? Yeah, I didn't smell alcohol or anything. I would have smelled it if I don't drink anymore.
I don't drink or do anything but smoke a little bit of pot.
Yeah, it's like people think just because, oh, somebody might dabble occasionally in certain drugs that means, you know, that they're addicted to it. That's not, I mean, I figured that maybe Fred did some type of speed sometimes because he said that Dawn came down here and asked him if he wanted to do any. But that doesn't mean that somebody's doing it like every day, all day long, and that they're, you know, spun out of their mind like 24/7.
It's okay, baby.
How long ago was it that she was known as somebody who would sleep around for money? Even while she was with Andy, like, did he know about it? Was he okay with it, you think?
All I know is he took her to and from work and picked her up.
But
she didn't have a good name when I first moved to Tennessee.
Now, how long ago was that?
And that's been 20 years.
So
me and Fred's been together 20 years.
20 years. But does she still do those type of things, you think? Do you think she's still into drugs real bad, or is it just like occasional, or?
I don't know what she does now. I know she probably thinks she smokes pot.
No, that's not a big deal. That doesn't count.
But I'm not heard that she's done anything recently. I can't say that I've seen her hired or anything like that.
Yeah.
But that truck, that maroon truck that they was looking for,
yeah,
Johnny Shoes was driving the damn thing. That little Toyota truck.
She's still driving it? Or
I know it was her mom was driving it.
So she was driving around that maroon truck around that time?
Mm-hmm.
She was?
Because it was 2 days later, she come in the holler and moving her stuff out from Randy's. Driving that truck.
This 2 days after Summer went missing?
Well, after y'all come that day.
Oh.
It was 2 or 3.
It was 2 months later. Candace also spoke about it. Jody Sue also told us about it as Dawn and the PIs leaned back on it and lent her a dolly to move her shit out of the house and helped her move in it. The whole area was aware of the red Toyota truck that her mother owned for years. Jody also said her mother's truck at one time had ladder racks years ago and they took it off. Her mother's truck was extremely decorated with stickers and girly and extremely cute. Any camera would have picked that up and been able to see that. Her mother's truck was also vetted. Her mother's truck is not part of the investigation. It has been cleared. However, something that bothers me is Jody Sue's brother-in-law. And we're going to go over that another night while we go over somebody named Brittany. Again, on Ziggy's Live. I have something I found. I was going to throw it into this. Did I? Let me see. I don't think that I did. I've gone over it before. In my opinion, it's definitely Jody Sue's sister. Jody Sue's sister has said some things like she's been followed by people in black taking pictures in black cars. I'll invite Benny up to speak to me that day if he wants to come talk to me about it, because him and I'll even show it to you on my panel. I've done that before. Benny and I have had conversations about this in the past, that Jody Sue's sister has been followed. Jody Sue's sister has said that out of her own fucking lips. I have the clip. She said it with Gavel and Benny and Cromer. The thing that really fucking worries me, and I don't know how they would connect or know the Wills, but you got a chicken on a stick who's Jody Sue's sister's best friend who filed lawsuits on me. I got some clarity of the harassment that came out of here, but there's still no reason to why Linda did it. And I just can't get that off my chest. Or chicken on a stick, especially throwing me in with Jody Sue. And let's just say it, Jody Sue's brother-in-law, her sister's husband, is president of Toyota. I believe it's in Washington County, Johnstown or something. Very high up on the ladder. And would have access to many Toyotas, including used Toyota trucks without a license plate on it, which could be why they're having a hard time finding this truck. That's just an opinion based on the fact that he is president of Toyota and that Amy was followed. It's Elaine. I follow all. Andy knows how I feel. I hope Andy's innocent. He claims he's innocent. I believe him when he says he's innocent. However, Lawson tells us everybody's still a suspect. You hear, what's his face? Damn it. Milton. Josh Milton from TBI say no stone goes left unturned. Who are we to speculate and stay in one direction? I'm taking that as advice. I think we should go several directions. Ernie has supposedly rescued some girl from domestic violence abuse and has posted a photo of them together. Benny is talking him down as he is behaving in a very illogical way. I'm going to have to go check shit out with Ernie. I thought Ernie was turning himself in and done. Listen, Ernie did something really nice for me, and Ernie is connected to people I love, but I still have questions about Ernie. I actually had a live up I decided to take down because this live was running way later than I wanted to. You're right, Black Dragonfly. Groot did say that. But I also want to keep you aware that police can lie, and in the Scott Peterson case, that happened quite often. Oh, the snow's horrible here. It's really bad. How many inches of snow did you guys get? Put it in the chat. I think we only got like close to 10, but we're supposed to get like 3 more somewhere along the lines, and the temperature's supposed to drop and everything's supposed to turn ice. It's horrible. Okay. Back to Laura here, so I can get to the next 2 videos, which are also quite long. One's 36 minutes and one's 18, and we're only 22 minutes into a 1 hour. I might be here for a little bit.
Days after that, she gave me a ride home.
And she was driving that
in
truck.
That yellow truck. We broke down to the front of the holler. And she just gave me a ride on up here because I was trying to get his truck on in the holler. And she gave me a ride on up here. And we hadn't seen that truck until that night. And Fred's like, did you realize what truck that was? I said, yeah. I said, that's that damn yellow truck. What truck is they're looking for? Maroon truck they're looking for, ain't it?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. He said, Jody Sue's the one that made that comment about him not finding the ladder rack.
Oh my God.
Said all they have to do is take the ladder rack off of it.
Oh my God. I wonder, are they still looking for the maroon truck? Do you know, or or did they just figure out that it was like?
I have no idea.
Oh my God.
It just don't make no sense.
Where did they see? Do you remember where they said they saw the maroon truck? Like the day Summer went missing. Like who spotted it and like where it was at?
I have no idea.
Or if it was just like
it was seen in the holler, I think.
Just on this. So in the holler means on Ben Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I bet she was. You know what I think she was doing? I think she was waiting for Candace and her mom to get home that day in that truck, waiting to see what kind of pills they got. I really feel like that because I just know how I was. I just remember back to my using days, and if they owed her Jody Sue some type of pills, like if like Candace or the grandma was fronted some kind of pills, or if they owed Jody Sue because Jody Sue she had cancer, or did she supposedly, or
I don't know. She hollered and said she was here. Not too long ago she had cancer,
but she's not a very honest person. So what can we believe?
I think it's just another ploy for sympathy.
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm muted? I forgot to pull something up. There's a very good channel called The Opera Man Report About Trafficking. Oh, we'll check it out one day, Moonshine Girl. I love hearing stuff. I love the educational stuff. A lot of times, a lot of people don't watch when I share it, like it's boring to them. It's not boring to me. Maybe one day, if you're into it, we'll watch it. I'll watch it with you. If people want to join, they can. If it's just us, fuck it, we'll watch it anyway. Fred's story seems erratic to me. It keeps changing. They are all covering by throwing each other under the bus or any vehicle that suits their narrative. Real quick, I want to come. You just heard Ziggy say back in my using days. This is 7 paragraphs. Back in Ziggy's using days when her parents took custody of her child and Ziggy made bad decisions like green card marriages, when Ziggy showed her ass being money hungry for the first fucking time and not above crime. I want to read to you what I believe Ziggy did. And I also want to read to you that my father was very intertwined with people like this and also had a green card marriage, but I think it was a little more than he just had one. And that my father and Ziggy lived one block away from each other. And that I do understand, not a lot, but a little bit, how shit like this happens, because Ziggy's parents and my parents probably ran in the same circles or knew a few of the same people. I also think that's where Ziggy learned to be a fucking psychic. Anyways, marriage for profit, trafficking rings are far more common than most people realize. They operate almost exactly like other organized criminal enterprises. These networks deliberately target people who are vulnerable, those struggling with addiction, homelessness, poverty, trauma, or unstable family situations, because they are easier to manipulate and less likely to report what's happening. The people running these operations are not matchmakers or harmless hustlers. They are traffickers who use marriage as vehicles to exploit both U.S. citizens and foreign nationals. These marriages are not based on relationships, but on profit, control, and manipulation. Recruiters, which is what I think my father could have been. I don't know for sure. I'm speculating based on his life and my life and what I know about him. And the fact that he has fucking borderland, but there's that. It's fucking weird as fuck. Recruiters identify individuals who could be persuaded to sign immigration documents, often promising fast money and minimal involvement, but never revealing the level of danger or exploitation behind the scenes. At the top of these operations is an organizer or a controller who coordinates every moving part and oversees the entire scheme. This individual is usually well connected with immigration networks, criminal groups, forgery circles, or local underground economies. Their role is to pair a foreign national who wants legal residency with a U.S. citizen who can be persuaded or enticed into a fraudulent marriage. The organizer arranges transportation, documentation, staged photographs, financial transfers, and even rehearsed interview answers. In many trafficking cases, this person keeps the foreign national's passport or paperwork as leverage. Their control over both sides is what transforms a simple fraudulent marriage into a form of human trafficking. As you see, Ziggy could very well be a human trafficker. From years ago, just based on her green card marriage, but people trust her and they think it's cool she married Fred. Money fuels the entire system, but the structure is designed so the most vulnerable people receive the latest a foreign national may pay tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes as much as $60,000 for a fraudulent marriage that will help them obtain legal residency. The organizer who takes the majority of his payment then gives a small cut to the recruiter. Meanwhile, the U.S. citizen, like Ziggy, who actually signs the documents and assumes all legal risk. And when I say all legal risk, let me stop here for a minute and tell you that that could be a cartel member you're marrying and you don't even fucking know it, you fucking idiot. Often receives only a few $1,000s or even less. Many are promised more money later, only to be ghosted, threatened, or intimidated when they ask for it. This financial imbalance and deliberate manipulation is one of the key elements that makes the practice exploitive and abusive. Man, the baby stole my damn pop. Haha. I gotta make coffee. And I'm thirsty and I don't know where. Oh, wait. Give me a second. Okay. Exploitive and abusive. Another defining feature of these rings is the movement of people like merchandise. Victims are transported across towns, states, and sometimes across the country to take staged photographs. Open shared bank accounts, sign paperwork, or attend immigration interviews. This may be temporarily housed in they may be temporarily housed in motels, short-term rentals, or borrowed apartments to create the illusion of a real relationship. Some are moved repeatedly, swapped out, or abandoned if they become inconvenient. This constant relocation, done solely to control the position, people for the organizer benefit, is a core element of human trafficking under federal law. Fraud and coercion are woven into every layer of the process. Many victims are misled about what the marriage will require, how long it'll last, and what immigration authorities will expect during the interview process. Some are threatened with arrest if they attempt to back out, while others are told their children, housing, or safety could be at risk if they don't cooperate. Foreign nationals may be threatened with deportation, and U.S. citizens may be told they could face federal charges if they don't play along. These manipulations keep people trapped, confused, and dependent on the trafficker who controls the operation. Once the fraudulent marriage is in place, the exploitation often continues. And we're going to stop in a minute to talk about this. Once the fraudulent marriage is in place, the exploitation often continues. Some victims are expected to maintain an appearance of relationship for months or years, attend follow-up interviews, or provide additional documentation. Others are pressured into ongoing financial arrangements or further criminal activities, which is what I'm going to talk about. In extreme cases, individuals are forced into domestic servitude, unwanted relationships, or sexual exploitation under the threat of legal consequence or deportation. Even those who think they entered the marriage willingly often discover too late they were manipulated into a dangerous situation with far reaching consequences. The key point the public often misses is that these marriage for profit rings are not simply about bending immigration rules. They mirror the structure of the human trafficking in every way. They recruit vulnerable people, transport them for purpose of exploitation, control them through fraud or coercion, and profit from their vulnerability. This is why federal agencies like HSI, ICE, and the FBI treat these cases as trafficking rather than immigration fraud. Understanding how these rings work is crucial for recognizing the signs, protecting the vulnerable individuals, and exposing the organized criminal systems that operate behind what may appear on the surface to be a harmless scheme. I'll read chat in a minute. Let me go where I left off. Okay, this is where I was. When I lived in Miami, I know fact, there used to be men because my father was one, and I was in the car with him a few times. While he did it, it's part of my childhood that caused me trauma. There are men like pigs, like my father, who would oftentimes pick the poor, the vulnerable, the Latina of some sort. I was a little kid and didn't quite understand it then. And they would drive what they called taxis. Actually, if you watch I think it was Parkland shooter's testimony, well, if you watch testimony in his trial about his mother, she did the same sort of thing. It explains a lot of it. Maybe one day we could go over that. But my father would pick up what I thought was prostitutes, and he would drive them from place to place. More than often, they were poor Cubans or Latinas of some sort. My sister and I would be in the car. We had an experience where my father got arrested. I don't quite remember it. The memories are blurry, but somebody was called in to pick us up and take us to a limousine company before the police got my father, before they took us. And after that, my father wouldn't take us with him no more. My mother worked for a man named Victor Posner, who, look him up. It was fucking crazy. He had all kinds of charges, and he owned RC Cola and some steel mills here up in Pittsburgh. But my mother did like not secretary, like assistant work for him. And but we had a situation when we were taken, so I was really well aware young that what my father did was wrong. But it wasn't until I started covering summer and investigating green card marriages and finding out my father had his own green card marriage and some stories I heard about him and a woman named Margie that he had dated that I believe he unalived, and he told me he was investigated for it, and that the family of this woman blamed my father for her unaliving. I believe it. My mother told me something about her being locked in a closet and it set on fire. I don't know Margie's last name, or I would go find it for my damn self and see if there's any truth to what my mother said. I met Margie and spent time with her. She was a blonde lady, a little bit slow, but lovely. She had a beautiful heart. My father beat her. When I met her, she had a black eye. Anyways, my grandbaby's screaming. Anyways, my father would drive these women around, and I now older know what it was. So when I read about these green card marriages, knowing my father had a green card marriage, it really disturbs me. And it disturbs me knowing that Ziggy had a green card marriage, and that I'm very aware of what my father did when we were young kids. And I know what the possibilities are when we connect to people in Summer's case, like Fred to this cousin and Nat to this cousin and this to that cousin. Well, when you connect the possibility that Ziggy lived a block away from somebody like my father and fucks around with psychic shit, when my father's wife's sister does that shit and owns a shop on the same fucking block, then you have to question things. I don't trust Ziggy as far as I can fucking throw her. Am I saying she's involved in all this crazy shit? I can't tell you that. I'm not a fucking cop. I can tell you that what I see is a sick fucking game, and it's gross, and there's something fucking wrong here. That's what I could fucking tell you, just based off my experience in life and knowing where Ziggy's from. Do I know it's true that she did that? No. But what I will tell you is no matter what way I look at this, even if I'm wrong at the fucking end, this bitch is sick. She married a suspect who pewed in a home with his children in it, moved her into her home with her child. The family of said missing child are pointing their fingers at Fred Fred's pointing his fingers at all other people in the fucking community, especially Andy Bernard. Well, he's telling us that cadaver scent dogs hit on decomposition on his driveway. I don't know, yo. I do the math, and something don't fucking smell right. Ziggy, either you're sick in the head or you're involved in some fucking scheme, dude. I don't fucking know. Either way. People are out here saying I'm crazy. I truly believe, and I've been saying it for years, you and your daughter are in fucking danger, or you are the fucking danger. And your daughter's in danger only. Something's not fucking right here. Anyways, we can watch this Laura shit another day because I'm already on here an hour and 50 minutes and I like to be off by 2. However, I am going to stay a little while longer after I read this chat. Jody did have cancer. And yes, that does sound interesting. I'm going to check it out for real. I'm going to have to come back and remember or tag me in it in one of my community posts. Yeah, they are a match couple. A match made in fucking heaven, hell. Yeah, I'm going to have to really watch that. I haven't watched Killer's whole video yet. The only reason why is because I don't believe Riley. I want to see if there's other people out there that make the same sort of claims. The only reason I believe Epstein's a bad fucking guy and did what he did to many fucking women, and I do believe there's hundreds, if not thousands. However, his MO with every accuser is way different than the shit this guy said. I just feel like he went way out in the fucking left field with conspiracy shit. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And I keep saying I'm going to go over it. I just haven't had a chance. We will eventually. Okay, skip some of those. You're talking about what I'm talking about. Bingo. Eyes. I don't know who the woman in the video is giving all the info. Her blackmail. She told Ellie. Let's see. Oh, I'd like to see that. What did Brooke say? I'm curious because I actually thought it was sweet. I have a baby that passed away, and I thought it would be cute to do the same thing. I wonder how much Tim paid for it. I'm not going to say anything bad about that. I don't like Tim Mullins, but I'm not going to say anything bad about sending something up to the moon for a sweet baby that's watching over the whole world, hopefully, if she's gone. Or a baby who captured all of our hearts. I'm not going to down the moon thing. I thought it was pretty cool. Okay. Really? I'll have to look that up. You feel bad for Ziggy's daughter? Me too. Aw. Thank you, Chris. What a rough, unsettled, kind childhood you had. It's been a topsy-turvy childhood. That was my really young childhood. I was under 7 years old. After that, that's when I came up and lived poor and weird, and my mom and... Where do you think she... Was he Brazilian? I didn't even know. I don't know much about Ziggy's. I would love to find Ziggy's green card marriage and talk to him. Yeah, Ziggy ain't right in the head, man. I agree. And they're out here calling me crazy. You see me marrying a suspect in any murder case? No, listen, my husband's done some fucking shady shit to me lately. And if they ever found something on him, I promise you, I don't fucking know what the fuck this motherfucker is doing. But I'm not purposely gonna go fucking find oh my god, some guy that I know is a suspect in a murder and a missing kids case, and now 2 murders. Because mind you, he told Ziggy that prior to them getting married. I'm not gonna go, hey, it's a fucking fantastic idea. Let's get married and you move to Indiana with me. What? Yeah, I wouldn't be in Beach Creek at midnight. Shit. Brooks thought it was ridiculous. Good, I agree. I don't think I think it's ridiculous to judge it, Brooks. So if you think the freaking moon thing's ridiculous, I think it's ridiculous to even judge it. I think it's sweet, and I think people all over the world love summer. And it didn't have any good or bad feeling to it. There was nothing about the parents or who's guilty or who's not. And I would love to do the same exact thing for my baby who's up in heaven and hopefully looking down on me in the stars. All right. So where are we? We're going to skip the rest of Laura. I'm just going to tell you, she says some shit about Fred's sisters in here. And I'm going to move on to where are we? The Family Feud. Oh, here we go. So this one I posted a year ago, April 16th, 2024.
Pulling up.
How about I just tell him that you're coming a certain time tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I can come back in a couple hours. Like, if he'll be, and if he's not here, then he's not here. And I can come by tomorrow, too.
Okay.
I mean, do you think it's dangerous for me to come out here at night?
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm not scared of you guys all. People are like, oh, you they think that Fred Hilliker's a scary guy, like, that shot somebody in the neck. I'm like, you guys do not know what you're talking about. He was shot at first.
Yes.
I mean,
Fred has done everything in his power to keep that man from fucking shooting.
yeah.
Hurting somebody else. Hurting him. And Fred asked him to leave before it ever even happened. And when Fred told him that the law was coming, the man looked at him and told him, said, fuck you, I ain't afraid of the law. He said, let's play then. He fucking opened up. What do you do? I mean,
Too bad. He obviously, the cops, like, I mean, they're not going to let him just, like, drop charges, or they're not going to just drop charges just because, oh, he won't press charges on that guy. It's not up to anybody. Now, I understand that there was an agreement made, but where the guy was going to try to press some types of charges or something, but the state didn't pick up any charges, and that's what's important. The state always picks up charges. When he got arrested for the shooting and the net. Oh, okay. I'm going to look into that.
we're taking care of his dad, dude.
Okay, yeah, 'cause his dad passed, when was that? 20
He passed in November.
Oh, yeah, that was for a week away.
Well, 4 days later, my mom died.
Oh. Did you guys ever have an email or anything, any of that type stuff? Well, okay, listen. All I found on I don't know what type of charges you guys have. I have charges, okay? I'm not a felon, but I've been arrested for marijuana and DUIs. So I don't think that means anything. I didn't find any like horrible charges on him. Like time was like was bad, but I think it was from what I found on it. It looked like some type of incident happened, and the kids were around. That's how the kids were around, and it got him in trouble. I don't know, but that's the only thing that I saw as far as like, and you might have a mass like possession or something like that, drug stuff.
I got in trouble when I was younger for marijuana.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. That's nothing.
25. I did 2.5 years.
Oh, because did you just keep? Did you violate? Oh, was it for dealing or something?
I was just wrongfully.
Dealing for? Oh my God, dude!
They got me for accessory.
Yeah, you know, people gave me so much shit for having my daughter with me last time I was out here, and like, you know, like it was. I'm like, people don't. I don't feel scared at all out here at all. Like, you know.
There ain't nothing to be scared of. We ain't gonna hurt nobody, or nobody's gonna hurt them.
It's not even
somebody brings trouble. Don't bring trouble in my house, and I ain't bring it to yours.
right. And I don't think it's just it's not like just they're not saying that about you guys per se. It's just like anybody on Ben Hill. Like Ben Hill's just like so.
But that's just it. You don't burn trouble, you don't expect trouble.
Right. He seemed like a nice guy to me. I don't know why. I wish somebody.
It's not that he's not a nice person. He's too good of a person, really.
Yeah, he is. He's a really nice guy.
Too much. Maybe that's a lie with you.
I know. That's what my impression of him when I met him. I just thought he seemed like a really nice guy.
He's a pushover.
That's me too. I just that was my impression.
I've always said that Fred's got blinders.
Blinders. Yeah. I mean,
he wants to see the good in everybody.
Yeah.
He gets everybody the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And then when they prove him wrong, that's me.
Yeah, I'm the same way. That's the same way I get. Even though, I mean, I wish. I know that you said that you don't know if Fred would talk to anybody else. But I don't. Supposedly, I don't know. Somebody, Jonathan Lee Riches, I guess is his name. Supposedly he talked to Fred or something. Is Fred a night owl?
It makes me sick the amount of times in Summer's case, if I could go back and find it all on count, that Ziggy has referenced being in contact with Jonathan Lee Riches prior to meeting Fred Hill. That worries the fuck out of me. Just wanted to throw that in there. Sorry I interrupted. These next two videos, I'm not sure what's in the next one, but as you can see, I cut out of that Laura interview. You're going to see a lot of what I'm talking about tonight in these videos, plus some. They're just videos I've been making over the years. I thought went with what I wanted to talk about tonight.
Oh, is he up late? So if I came like 11, he'd be up. So I'm a night owl. Okay. I know that people act like it's so. I'm not scared at all back here. I mean, definitely not here with you guys. Like,
be scared in here.
and then and you guys. I mean, I'm not good.
This creek used to be rough, but that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It ain't like it used to be.
Well,
You didn't get out and ride down up and down Big Creek.
Well, cause but
that was the year that I moved here.
Okay. And you and Fred were together before then too?
I had my first child in 2006 with Fred, so I've been here about a year.
Oh, you guys have a child together?
Oh, we got 2 kids here.
Yeah. So
The little girl and little boy.
are they with family or something? Okay. Yeah, my daughter. I'm sorry I'm dealing with that. My daughter also. I wasn't paying for me, but she did stay with my mom for a few years, and it was tough.
My oldest daughter she wanted to stay with my mom and them because they lived in Virginia, and that's all she ever knows. Started school there and everything. She didn't want to leave her friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I just let her, like an idiot, make that decision. That's her choice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But the other two, when I went down in Virginia and we got Fred got trouble up there, where his mom called up there and said that Fred shot the house up, and none of that was founded. They come out with fucking arrest warrants and arrested Fred, threw him on the ground, didn't ask any questions, didn't check to see if any of it happened. There's 2 bullet holes in the wall where my brother fucking had shot in the house before. And just because Fred's sister said that Fred pulled a gun on her, they took our kids.
If that was the child neglect charge. What did he get? Wasn't that also, didn't he get a charge, like, was he driving or something? Because there was some type of drive, or no license charge or something, I thought was with it. Like, how, it didn't make sense. What charges did
he had child endangerment? Our 3 kids was, the 3 oldest ones, they was in school. The only one that was home that day, and he wasn't even home. He was at the neighbor's house with me when all this went down. And they said that the kids were there, so they took the kids. The oldest 3 was in school, and I come about walking back across the yard, and here comes the law rolling in. I mean, he thought that he killed a person. They shut the damn road down, the main highway, 2 miles in each direction, just to evacuate him. She said that he was holding us and the kids hostage.
I mean, he doesn't have, like, a real bad background, does he?
Nope.
As far as, like, was there a reason why they would think he would...
She called her and told him she didn't know what was going on. Julie called and said that he had shot the house all up and was holding me and the kids hostage. It was all over money. Fred was supposed to get a fucking $50,000 payout on the lot where we was in a car accident with his mom in the next week, and they put him in jail so they could get control over his money. And that's exactly what they're doing.
And did they get the money?
Every bit of it. Every bit of it was gone before Fred got released from drink.
How did they get the money? Why?
Because he had to have somebody's power of attorney. We wasn't married.
Well, he had to have...
While he was in jail, he had to have somebody that was a power of attorney over him so they could get him a lawyer and all that. When you're in jail, you prove yourself guilty. Guilty or guilty. You got to prove your own thing.
So
you got to come on outside your stuff.
They wanted to put you as power of attorney. They couldn't have done that.
Before I could even get up her to the jail, she done had everything.
It was his sister or his mom?
His mom.
And his mom got his money?
See, I didn't have a way.
Fred is mentally unstable, and up until the time of Fred's death, even with car accident money that Fred got from a car accident and his mother, that Fred was extremely pissed off about, Fred's mother had power of attorney over Fred and everything about Fred. So, when Ziggy married Fred, that power of attorney was transferred to sister Karen or Julie. Ziggy married Fred to take that power of attorney away, in my opinion, thinking she was going to get land. Listen very closely. Fred is mentally unstable to care for himself. Other adults had power of attorney over Fred. I'm live. Hold on, let me play my video and I'll let you in. That's my son, not the kids.
I didn't have a whistle, and the sister was staying up with us up there. We was wanting to live in our camper on 11.5 acres of land. And I just took over from my grandmother's. That was my inheritance. I lost everything. I lost all my inheritance because of this shit and everything.
What's your maiden last name? Do you mind? Huh? Wyatt. White? Okay. I was wondering if it was like a name I heard a lot. No, because you're not from around this area. That's right. So you lost your inheritance from your...
Because of all that.
Because you didn't have the kids, is that why?
No, my mom and them just took it from me. One third went to jail. They come 3 or 4 days later. My mom did and told me to get out. When they come and touch the kids and said that Fred had shot the house up, they come the next morning and took the kids out of the house.
And those were your two...
plate under our bed with a pill on it. And I swear to God, to this day, and they wasn't no drugs in my system, no nerve pills. I still don't know what the fuck was on that plate.
But they didn't give you any charge for the pill or anything?
Yeah, they charged me for child neglect and being high. Said that I was under the influence.
But they didn't give you a drug test to see what was in your system?
Oh, yeah, marijuana showed up in my system, so that's what they put in my kids for.
When you said high...
Laura was also charged but did not get prison time. She lost her kids, had to pay a fine, had to probably go on probation. That's what Laura's telling you. Ziggy, I think the best thing you ever could have done for Laura was steal her man. She's remarried. I from pictures, her new guy looks amazing to her. And Laura looks good. I hope she's sober and doing well, but I do believe Laura knows things. Because Laura also played fuck shit games with the clot and shit, made up lies and covered for Fred. However, I do believe the best thing you could have ever done for Laura to save her life is still her meth addict fucking piece of shit old man. How about that? The man fed her the drugs. I heard stories he gave her away to men too. I don't know if that's true.
I thought maybe it was something like stronger.
Well, I had just had back surgery a week before that. Was recovering from where they punched my spinal cord. My legs turned black. And they let me go 3 days before they would take me back into the hospital.
Who's they? Like,
the doctors wouldn't see me in Kingsport again until it was on a Friday when I had the surgery, and they told me to wait until Monday morning to come in. And if I had to wait until Monday, I would have never lost again. Because they punctured my spinal cord and
the hospital did?
With their shots.
So they said you were high, like, once you were probably on some type of prescription too, right? That they prescribed, that was prescribed, right? And so all that, the only thing that...
I tasted what was under the bed, and it was nerve pills.
Oh, like a Xanax or something? Yeah.
Because they tried to say that I was doing nerve pills.
Huh.
I said, God damn, even if I had to take a fucking nerve pill, don't you think I would have deserved it? You motherfuckers just took my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
I mean, my children, my old man, the only thing I've known for the last 10 years. What do you think? So?
Money. Eventually you found out about the money that you lost and all that.
I went and got a fucking gram of cocaine, so it was fun and tried to shoot myself.
That's definitely not the drug you want to do it with though, because when is that like...
I know, I wanted to bust my heart.
I'm sorry. I know how hard it is to lose your or to not have your kid.
Little boy was not even a year old.
I feel bad I cut that when Laura's about to cry. I'm sorry, Black Dragonfly. I made these years ago. I didn't know much about this was 2 years ago or so. And I didn't think when I first started making my videos, like people that have seizures and stuff, I need to start putting a seizure warning. I try not to make my videos like this anymore. If you've noticed, I don't put the moving circles and flashes like I used to. I just love editing and I like the moving stuff. So I apologize if it bothers you, but I do promise moving forward, things like this are not in my new videos because my audience wins. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, hon. Yeah.
I'm speaking twice.
Is he with your family at least, though? Is he? You did talk to him at all, or? And it's your own Fred. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know my daughter was one when I signed over willingly, though, that I was on drugs and I was not in the case. But I remember one thing, and I'm sure it's the same with you, that stuck in my mind.
The reason why I didn't fight it is because I know that with everything that was going on, that they'd be better off where they was at. That I couldn't do nothing.
Well, you're not a selfish person. That's how I was. That's why I signed over my daughter willingly, because I knew I couldn't. And it was hard. It was horrible. It was absolutely, the depression.
My grandmother, my grandfather just passed away. And my grandpa was wealthy man.
Mm-hmm.
And my aunt got everything. And that's the one that got my kids.
Is he a good person, though?
Well, I see.
I know. I couldn't.
Because she got millions. I'm here to tell you millions.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to go pay over $600 check. College check.
But she's getting on you guys about child support when she won't even let you talk to your kids.
Yeah. I said I thought she was a lot of visitations and kids when she had to pay child support. Which I thought the law was.
Yeah, wasn't she?
I ain't even allowed to speak to her.
Yeah, I know. I went through that too.
Every time Destiny or Courtney freaking finds out what the phone number is, or I find out a number for them, Tammy finds out that they're talking to us, and she changes the phone numbers or takes the phone.
So that was
Poor little Courtney would write her phone numbers in the bottom of her shoes.
So they wouldn't find them? How old is Courtney?
She's 13 now.
So it's okay, so which two does your aunt have? 13-year-old? That's or Courtney?
Courtney Fred.
Fred? Fred Jr. So
And Destiny, she's my oldest daughter. She lived there already.
But how old is Destiny though now?
22.
So she'll try to get you in contact with the other two sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
And how old's Fred?
Destiny can call me from her phone.
Aww. So how old's Fred Jr. then?
10.
But the second one you said was 13?
Mm-hmm.
Good thing about that is that, it's hard. It's hard. I know. All I
Told him I'd be there no matter what. That I wouldn't do him like last time. The reason why last time I done him that way is because 3 days after he went to jail, he turned his shit back up. He turned everything over to his mom. He didn't give me a chance to do anything for him. After his mom caused us to lose our children and everything.
Did you? Yeah, I know. I remember that. I remember that whole situation.
So I told him to go to hell. Took his mom's side over me.
Right, and he knows, and he didn't trust his mom very much either. Right? I don't think.
No.
I mean,
all they done was put him in jail so they could get that money. Because he was getting ready to get $50,000 from a life insurance. Car accident.
Oh, okay, so somebody's here that is trying to, I think it's, I don't know if I don't want to upset you, but do you want me to, it might be one of the sisters commenting here, or do you want me to ignore it?
Fred's sisters?
Possibly. I don't know what it's saying. They're saying what's messed up is he left you with $400 and then me and my sister went to get you to take you to the jail and help him. You refused to go. So it must be one of his sisters.
That's a fucking lie. That's a lie. That's a damn lie.
It's somebody's the screen name is called Not Today. I do know that the sisters have been coming around because Julie was on here the other day.
Well, just ignore it because I don't got nothing to say to that bitch.
Okay. I'll just ignore
I just had to fight. I had to fight her the other day.
Which one, Julie? Or
get a little bit of clothes. Karen.
Oh.
They took over everything up there like they own everything. But I got news for them. I can go back and get anything I want up there on that hill. I was there for 20 damn years. All I have to do is get the law.
Yes. This is why I don't trust Laura. Not only did Laura know she was putting this out, Laura sat on Ziggy's panel as this was put out. Laura accused people she was sitting in their home of stealing from her while she was in prison while trying to collect money on Ziggy's panel. She was literally living with the people she was on there lying about, saying they stole her and Fred's IDs and checks and purse. The people she was arrested with, she literally was living under their roof while she did these panels with Ziggy. It's sickening. Oh, question. The worst part is on 6up and with me. In text messages and in my chat, Karen Elliott said that Laura did it. Laura said Fred said he was there, not Laura. That they found the mom on the ground and nobody really knows how she was unalived and they believe she was poisoned and that it was caught on camera. Oh yeah, there's a lot. I'm not sure if that's in this. It might be in this or in part 2. But it's definitely spoken about. And fuck a 6up since she's using my shit now. I'm going to share all parts of 6up that I made, I believe, in my next live. Because fuck that cunt. That's how I see it. Fuck that bitch.
Right. You can't contact anybody, so it's even worse.
And the car that I was driving, I couldn't drive the truck because his sister threatened to call the law on me.
Right, they're going to be watching you. Yeah, they're going to be watching you. So if you don't have your...
I know they don't have a driver's license.
Yeah.
And they got me for stealing the truck because it's in Julie's name. So I don't know what he's thinking about, that I had different vehicles to drive, but he needs to get off the dope.
I believe in common law partners.
Yes.
Huh?
I swear, as God's my witness, Fred did not give me no $400. There was $60 in his wallet. It makes me so mad, man.
He said 300. No, I don't even know where 400 is. It sounds like the sisters are talking about a previous arrest, about 400 or something. But
they're crazy.
This time's kind of what makes me mad is that you didn't even admit to that. You said you had all 5 subby-techs and you can sell them to get you some money. What? Something about 5 subby-techs she's saying. I don't know. But she wasn't good at selling. She can't sell anything. I mean, gosh.
There's Karen in the chat talking about a drug deal right on Ziggy's fucking shit with Laura. You said you were going to sell them for 5 subby-techs. Right on YouTube. Y'all. But hey, go over to 6 Up and trust her. Well, Layla's clothes are falling out of Dad's roof. Mom's roof, ceiling. Y'all go trust that.
She just got in trouble for. Yeah. What? Who is both using? Are you talking about? Who do you mean not today? I know how much they were both using. They took both our checks every month and bought as much meth as they could. Both your checks. Anyways, I'm not trying to ignore you not today, but I don't want to, I mean, you're welcome to make your comments in the chat and stuff. I just don't want to, it's not going to go anywhere. I don't want any type of combativeness this early in the morning.
Better get a life.
So
instead of messing with my life, won't you go mess with your own? Clean out your own closet.
But
we long to help you while you're at it.
Well, they admitted it, though. I mean, Fred's admitted that so somebody in the, I think it's one of the sisters said something about Fred, or you guys using drugs or whatever, but Fred's already admitted that never was a secret. He's always been very open about his drug use.
Yeah.
But, I guess that's up to people to decide. Like, does that mean, if he was using drugs, can we trust him, what he's saying? I mean, I don't think just because somebody is using drugs that we have to discount everything they say and not, I know meth is one of those drugs that sometimes can cause people to have, if they're up for many days and stuff, they can have some type. Does he ever have any of those, like where he goes into kind of has a...
I've never seen where he goes into hallucinations. No.
Okay.
I've had everybody ask me if he was snitching and everything else, and I don't think Fred's a snitch. I've never known of him to tell on anybody for anything.
Snitching on what? Who's everybody and what is it he would be snitching on? So, Laura, did you just admit guilt? The things people never catch. Who is asking him if he's snitching? This is about Summer. What is he fucking snitching on? Who's asking you that?
Yeah, I don't think so at all. Now, people can call him a snitch if they want to because of the Summer Wells thing, but that's so
people
different.
calling me a snitch, and I done my time.
Yeah.
It's just something that you got to deal with when you get out of jail.
Oh, wow. So here's something I'm going to tell you. So one of his sisters just said Fred got his motion of discovery And Fred said that Jeff Everly and Pat Wilcox were the ones that bought from him. He also did a polygraph. Oh my God!
That's
Can you
great.
bring me a
Jeff Everly is also the original person that Fred said had the motorbike he was hauling for. As you see, that turned out to be a lie, and he didn't even haul a bike on the 15th. He hauled a bike on the 14th, which is really fucking strange considering that's the day Jackie Dobbs was there on the fucking property and nobody fucking seen it. Jody has alluded to the fact that she seen Fred bring a blue biking and that the bike didn't match the bike. Jody has made comments towards this. I need to go back and listen because it's kind of new information that Cursed, the fucking recording bitch Curiosity, had brought out, which you still haven't answered me, Cursed. I'd like to know why you're trying to record me for Lips and Lisa. But as you see, the whole bike story is a fucking lie. And Ellie Mae told me that he was taking the bike to the West Side Hotel, which is right there where all the drug busts go on and where Jamie Cox was living. Right? Or Jeff Everly, one of the two? Who stole the fucking bike, Fred? How do you got a fucking stolen bike? Was it a Harley? I'd love to know what kind of fucking bike it was. You fucking thief.
copy of it, please?
That's good.
Please? Like, can you please? It would be so good for Fred, because you don't understand, like, I'm sure you do understand how many people are trying to blame him. If you have a copy of that, would be really, really important to get out there.
Why don't she sell his cars and get him out of jail? Or is she just gonna put that on everything else to her pocket?
She said that Fred
Blame me for it.
She said Fred had a polygraph done on him. It was requested by Detective Pruitt, and the TBI did the polygraph. So did he pass? You haven't stated if he passed. Oh yeah, the polygraph was done about summer, guys, because that's what he was talking about. If
There you go, baby. There you go. There you go.
How's your dog doing, by the way?
I don't know. I lost them.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I lost my dogs. Everything I had.
That's what we were afraid of.
I gotta pee. But remember last night I spoke about the dog and how I think Ziggy has Laura's dog? Pay attention. Be right back.
Not today. Do you know if the dogs are okay?
No.
No, I was asking whoever that is in the chat. I wish that Fred's sister, I wish he would email me that copy of a, if you have a lie detector test, that would be really, really helpful to people here.
Don't hold your breath, Ziggy.
Did he pass? Not today? Don't hold my breath. Because you're not saying, and what you're gonna do is, by you not saying, people are gonna automatically assume he failed. Because why wouldn't you say? I don't know. I kind of want to see it to be for sure. I mean, so not today is not going to tell, but can you not tell us? You can't tell us if he passed or failed? Okay, I'm just going to have to assume that he failed if she's not going to say it. I can't believe that he would, but I don't believe he would fail. But I think if you have that...
A liar.
Huh?
She ain't nothing but a liar.
She isn't? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Does she lie like
You
that?
gotta take everything she says with a grain of salt, because she does it to get attention.
Okay. Who do you think? Which one do you think it is?
Karen,
Okay.
loudmouth.
Well, is she close to Fred at all? Like, or do they not get along?
No, she ain't done nothing but try to. I don't know. Acts like she hates him.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
told me
so-
she was going to do him the same way he done her when she was in prison. That she was going to let him sit in there and not talk to him or nothing, like he did her.
That's true. We would need to know the questions asked to Jeb. That's true. But I would want to see the report also, because not that I'm trying to say anybody would lie or anything like that. I just.
Fred's not even been to court yet. How did he get a motion of discovery?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying anything against him. I'm just saying that it's more like somebody's just putting shit out there, speculating or assuming one. And you know what assume means, don't you?
Right. Well, not today. If anybody wants to help her, I mean, she is in a bad spot right now, and it's not like she couldn't use the help if people, it's not like we're like bailing her out of jail or anything. If people want to help.
Well, I was in jail. Somebody stole my purse. They stole everything I own. They stole both of our cards, and and emptied our bank accounts. And I'm fighting that right now.
So was your place open? Did they go into your place and steal your stuff, or how did that happen? Where was the stuff to get stolen at?
My purse was with the people that I was with when I went to jail.
Oh. Copy of your motion of discovery. But Fred's not going to know how to do all that. To request a copy of his motion of discovery and stuff like that. How would he? Fred is very.
Unless he's got a lawyer, he didn't get no motion of discovery yet.
Let me look here. Who it says is. Let me look up what it says under his charges right now.
I can't deal with stupidity.
So
I'm sorry, Ziggy.
Huh?
I said I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I appreciate you doing this. It's gonna help a lot, and it would really help if his sister has a copy of the lie detector test to show it to everybody. No matter, because people are gonna automatically assume if you act like that. Now, and it makes sense too. If his sister wants to make him look bad, then I don't know. So right now it shows that his hearing date, his trial, isn't till October 11th at 9 a.m. And I don't even see. It doesn't have anything. I'm trying to look to see if I can see it like a lawyer or anybody. Office of the Public Defender. Okay, it just says Attorney Public Defender. That's it. So, yeah. Hawkins County, well, actually, Tennessee's court system, online court system information is so crappy. Like, they don't put anything on there. Hey, Mimi up 6. I don't know. Law enforcement, no, I don't think law enforcement would release lie detector tests.
It's Hopkins County. I'm sorry, but that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
It speaks for itself. I hate this place. I hate it with passion.
Oh, did somebody do you know who took your money?
Yes, I know who took my money.
Was it somebody that was supposed to help you that ended up screwing you over instead?
Yep.
Okay. Because that's what somebody was saying, that Not Today account. Well, I mean,
She's literally sitting in the home of the people she's accusing of taking shit from her. This is what I was explaining to you before. She's on the panel of Ziggy's while sitting in the house accusing Glenda Head and Brandon Clark of taking her shit. She's living with them. Tell me what you think of that. I'm going to check comments. Sorry I walked away. I went to the bathroom.
that's too bad. I wish
They overheard a conversation when I was on the phone with the bondsman.
Huh.
And they sent a message to their brother to go pick up my purse in Light Holler that I sent him and take it to a bondsman, which was bullshit. The bondsman was supposed to go get my purse.
I don't think Fred is dumb at all, actually. I think he's somebody's saying, his sister's saying that we act like he's dumb, but Fred's very intelligent. He knows exactly what to do. I don't think he's when it comes to technology, like he's good at mechanic stuff. Like,
Nobody said he was dumb.
Well, she said, I think she was replying to me when I said, like, how would he file for a motion of discovery? I just don't know how he would know how to do that.
Unless somebody told him in there, or he talked to a lawyer, he didn't get no motion to discovery. And she can say what she wants. But I wasn't born last night.
Yeah, too bad you guys aren't married, because maybe you could get some, I don't know, maybe you could get some information.
I don't want nothing. I don't want it. They can have it.
Yeah, it's probably best that you not know. The less.
Too bad you guys aren't married, because you could get information. Ziggy, did you marry him so you can get information in the Summer Wells case to exploit Summer on your channel further? Did you marry him for land? Did you marry him to protect him? Please tell me what makes you love Fred. We never hear you say you love him. It's weird for a newlywed couple.
You know the better, probably.
Yep. I hope they kill each other over that shit down there.
Yeah.
Be doing the world a favor.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Fred's the best one out of all of them. The other ones is just greedy bitches.
Oh gosh. If she talks about her story about the kid, her kids, she'll get crying and stuff. She's talked about what happened with the kids, and it's kind of, if it happened, how they're saying it's bullshit because the kids weren't even there during the incident. And I guess, yeah, I'm from what I hear, the family didn't make it very much easier on Fred and Laura. They made things a lot worse.
They've always made things worse. Because they stick their nose where it don't belong.
Yeah.
My family ain't no better.
You guys have two biological kids together, right? And then he pretty much adopted your oldest girl, right?
Yeah.
Or
I pretty much helped
Well,
raise his own daughter.
yeah.
I can't say I adopted her, but I love her like she's mine. And me and her have got back in contact with each other here lately, and I love her. She's the sweetest youngin' ever was.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, how old is she?
I think she's 26.
So are you?
Chastity is a great person. She's a very good person, and she don't deserve to be dragged through the mud, and I won't allow it.
Who, your oldest child? Is that what you're saying?
I'm talking about Fred's oldest daughter.
Oh, so it's not your daughter. Wait.
No, my oldest daughter's Destiny.
So who's his oldest? He has another kid with somebody else?
Yes, Chastity.
Is that
Her
with
name's
his?
Chastity.
Is that with his ex-wife?
Yes.
What? Her name was Christina, right?
Chastity. Her name's Chastity.
No, the ex-wife.
Ex-wife, Tina.
Tina?
Mm-hmm. But it's like it was all over again, like the first time when he went last time to jail. His sisters is taking over, and he's pretty much just saying, I'm running off to Virginia. I reckon JL actually found the devices and showed his mom.
Who is it?
JL was Fred's uncle.
And that's not, so it's a different uncle than Ronald?
Ronald was Fred's dad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you couldn't have met a better person.
Really?
Yes, he was a good man.
Oh.
I'll never say anything bad about that man. He was good to me. Now, his mother was a different story altogether.
Yeah, I've heard from you guys, like, and Fred felt bad, when she passed and stuff, because, like, he seemed to feel bad anyways, like he didn't want to think badly about his mother, but he knows that she's, like, done him wrong. So I could tell he's torn.
Yeah, I know it made him feel bad, but in a way, I kind of think he washed his hands with her long before it happened, because a couple of days after Fred's dad died, his mom looked at him and told him to go in there and get that strychnine out of the bedroom. So that made Fred feel like that they done something to his dad.
Wow. Yeah, I've heard that story a few times, so about some strychnine. Somebody's spreading rumors about you and probably, I don't know who. I would guess the sisters. I don't know where it came from, but somebody was trying to implicate you in her passing. It came up with like some. Huh? Uh-oh.
Sorry, my earbud died on me.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Did you hear what I said about? I had somebody in my chat trying to basically accuse you. Not today. It's been a while. They were basically trying to accuse you of doing something to her to cause her death.
That was Julie.
And Fred said that you weren't even there, that he was.
Yeah. Pretty much. I didn't do nothing to that woman, but
Again, Julie's the bad sister. Not Karen.
try to take care of her.
Yeah. All right. Any last questions, guys? I have at the camper, guys. because it's just too much drama, too much problems. She can't even relax out there without having to worry about people giving her issues.
I wasn't there 5 minutes the other day, and I was told to leave and not come back. That I couldn't come back. That if I wanted anything to get it in.
So they were there? The sisters were there when you were there? What are they doing? They're probably staying down at
they're living in the trailer now.
Really?
Like I said, it was all set up. And I hope Fred's not just blind.
Karen, who lives far away, is now living in the trailer. Or is it Julie? Which sister is now living on the property? There was rumors going around while Dawn and Candace were split up that the reason they split up was because Dawn was doing the dirty with Karen Elliott, Fred's sister, which is also very fucking strange, don't you think? I'd really love to know if there's any fucking truth to that. I think you might be right, Gossip. If not, somebody around there is. Actually, something I also, I know I don't have time. Look, I'm already out here 3 hours. But something else I wanted to show you all was the Jason Arnold stuff. I have a video on that we're going to get there. I have so much. I keep telling my husband I need to make more videos. I haven't made so many videos, but I have so many videos that are worth going over again and again. My thoughts haven't changed in all this time. I feel like I've been on the same path since the very beginning of Summer's case. And of course, it's shifted and changed a little bit, but my content to me still applies. So when I'm thinking of something, I can go back and grab it and see how it switches and goes together and re-show it. And it always, to me, you always find something new when you're re-listening. However, I do need to make some new freaking videos, don't you think? Oh, it ain't nothing horrible. Something just happened. Bailey told me about Earl. You should probably call him and listen. It's interesting. Okay, nothing here. Something up the street. Yeah. All right.
It says all your clothes and all my mother's and father's stuff is in that car that you packed up that got repossessed.
Oh, yeah. It sure is.
That's what she said.
Okay.
She's not at the camper because that would be trespassing. How would that be trespassing? She has residency, or she's
20 years there.
You'd have to evict her. She's lived there for years. You can't do that. That's not how it works. You'd have to go through a process of evicting her.
I left because I wanted to leave.
Well, they're just going to make your life hell. So
yeah,
the way it sounds.
And I'm not dirty bitches.
I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I've never talked to them, but I can tell. I mean, you're already in a bad enough spot. I don't know why they have to make things worse. It's just that camper. The camper's not worth anything.
Control.
Even that area, even that property down there. I mean, it's not. I don't know. I don't see.
It was supposed to have been Fred's, but
you know that Fred would want her staying down there, so I don't understand why you want to just allow her to stay down there and let her be at the camper. I don't get it.
Because she's got to have somewhere to put her boys. Truth hurts.
They abandoned that property as on my father's property.
Mm-hmm.
Who's her father's property? Which one is she talking about with father's property?
Ronald's property. Where the camp
Down
trailer is.
Oh, the 167.
Yeah, just like I destroyed it.
How do you? I don't know.
I didn't destroy it, and that's the Hawkins County law that I give the keys to.
Does Fred's sisters work? Do they work?
What?
Does Fred's sisters work?
One of them does. Karen does, I reckon.
Karen has claimed to have many professions since she's been on at 6 Up. She claims to own a gym. We know she worked at the hotel that Layla Santanella went missing from at one time. Whether she worked there when Layla went missing or not, I'm not sure. But the lady I spoke to at the hotel said Karen was fired after, I believe, Layla went missing, which is odd to me because Karen denies that. But I have a phone call. It's just really hard to hear. I went over it not that long ago. But either way, Karen knows people at that hotel, and that's the shady kind of places she works. She also said she owns a gym. I don't know how you could be ownership of anything legally when you've been to jail for fraud. Like real fucking fraud. No fucking shit, and Ziggy's not lying when she says that.
Works her mouth, I know that. Good at that. Causing fucking mayhem everywhere she goes.
Well,
You know?
but you gotta understand that also that she's been with Fred for like a long time, and I don't know. I'm sorry that this is happening. This sucks. Oh, she dropped. I am gonna have to go soon. Well, what? But wouldn't she have to be evicted though? Not today. They can't just like be like, oh, you have to go. It's actually a process. She would at least have a couple months. I would think you guys would give her that. I mean, with everything going on, I understand you guys don't get along and stuff, and I'm sure you have your reasons. I'm sure you do. I haven't talked to you guys, so I don't know your side and stuff. But from what I've seen, I think Fred seems like a really good person. And, you know, Laura, same with her. I haven't noticed her. She's been pretty straight up and honest with me from, you know, what I can verify. Can you please let us know, do you really have proof of his lie detector test? Do you know who Dennis Roberts is? That's who they're saying has the Chihuahua, supposedly.
No, I don't know who that is.
Says, to the best of my knowledge, Dennis Roberts was taking care of the Chihuahua.
Laura has no clue who Dennis Roberts is. The man doesn't fucking exist. Because Ziggy has the fucking Chihuahua. In my opinion.
Well, there's two Chihuahuas. I had a Tweenie and a Chihuahua.
Yeah, well, she said it plural. I've only seen, you had two of them?
Yeah, I had a little boy too. I just got him. I appreciate it.
Actually, I don't think she's high right now at all. I don't think Laura's high at all.
I'm nervous. I'm biting my lip.
No, it's one of the sisters saying that you're high right now.
I don't care what they say. They can kiss
I
my
think you
ass.
look good, actually.
Nobody asked their opinion anyways.
Oh, so Fred's sister said your clothes and other items were in the car that was repossessed. Call the company that got the car and ask them about your clothes and other items.
Maybe I should call the AEP and tell them that the power's hooked up illegal down there. Since we want to go there. Pick up some more stones. And I don't know them people. My daddy was a hardworking man from Russell County. And now he's dying from dementia. And heartbreak. Missing my mama.
When did your mom pass?
A week after Fred's daddy.
When that was back in, okay, so that was after Summer went missing, right?
Mm-hmm.
He passed
But
like
it was in November.
Okay.
I think it was November or December 1.
Okay, 2021, yeah.
But it was pretty much overnight. He looked at Fred and Julie and told him that he wasn't going to last much longer, and the next morning he died.
Oh my gosh.
And then
Now
3
the
days later,
sister
his
is
mom told him to get that treatment.
So, okay, now I see what's going on. That whichever sister it is says that they're trying to, yeah, I knew that that's where the rumor came from. They're the ones that are trying to pin on you whatever happened to the mom.
Good for them.
Fred said that Laura wasn't even there when she passed. Fred said he was.
Yeah, he was sitting in the driveway.
When the mom passed, I think Fred was in jail. I have to go back and look, but Karen's saying that Laura was there. Why are these people on here accusing them of unaliving their parents? You hear Fred say he's being investigated for 2 unalivings. We only see questions about Cottons. Crazy, right? Hurry back. Go take care of your diabetes. Trust me, don't stay here for that.
Just say whatever they want to about me, as long as it makes them happy. Because I don't remember asking them for their fucking opinion.
And she doesn't even deny it. Instead, it's fighting words. I don't remember asking them for their opinion. She gets somber. To me, that's just odd.
All right. Well, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for coming up here. I really, really appreciate it. Maybe we'll do it again.
Anytime you need me, holler at me.
What was that?
I said next time you want to talk, holler at me.
Okay, for sure. And
thank y'all.
so this lady's saying Laura was on camera at my mother's house at midnight when the camera went offline, and when it came back online, my mother was on the floor.
Okay.
That's pretty strong.
If you say so, prove it. Prove it. If she's got proof of it, prove it.
Why would Laura want to do that? That doesn't even how would that benefit Laura? They weren't going to get the house or anything. You guys weren't going to be able to stay down there over it. It was automatically going to the sisters, right?
I guess. I don't know. They say it was.
Oh, thank you, Susan.
Who knows? For as far as I know, they was a will, but they say they ain't, and I ain't been able to check into it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that I was with Ronald when he made a will, but
Yeah.
he left everything to Fred, but that's something that I can't do.
Yeah. From my experience, I have noticed that death causes people, I mean, when people pass, greed really gets the best of some people, and it's sad.
They're greed. They ain't got no grief, it's greed.
Mm-hmm.
They're greedy bitches. And I don't care to tell.
Greedy enough to maybe hire a Ziggy so they don't get busted in their crimes. I believe Karen Elliott knows my family. That's another connection. My cousins are Elliott's. Anyways, this is the end of this. And I gotta get off of here because now I'm a little worried. I ain't even gonna lie. That whole message thing with my husband in here. I don't know what the laws are in Pennsylvania on buying marijuana, but I literally just got done telling you in this live that I probably am smoking Delta 8 because a store opened up the street and was selling marijuana. But on it says 4.9 whatever, like the legal limit that you're allowed to have in Pennsylvania. And I've been buying it up there for like 2 months rather than going to the dispensary because it's close. But my son just came in. I had the door cracked. I was listening for the kids while that was playing. And he comes back and says, "Ma, your weed store just got raided." So I want to go see what the hell is going on with the weed store. That fucking sucks. Back to the dispensary. Woo. Travel. All right, guys. Well, pez amore, peace and love. I'm going to head off. I've been on for over 3 hours. We're going to play the second part of this. And also, I want to play. Let me go to my channel real quick. I'm going to try the next time I come live to continue on with this. And where is that? I made these videos a while back. I want to re-watch with you guys. Where did it go? I have a video on here about Fred's family and Jody Sue's family and the inner workings of why Jody kept her kids home from school. Where the hell did it go? My nose is itchy. It must have been further down. Whatever. I'll find it. I have it. But it was about Ronald Hill and his pill dealings. I think it's important that we listen to that over again because I feel there's a family business going on in Beach Creek and that it started with the elders, not with the young ones. I think the young ones were addicted by the time it got to them and they fucked a lot of shit up. My opinion, it's speculation, but it could be why Summer's missing. Like I said, I explore every lane. Oh man, let me know I'm nosy. I'm going to go back to the beginning. All right, gossip. Thank you so much. But anyways, peace and love, Pesamore. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna go see what's going on with Benny and Ernie. I'm lost and confused, and it sounds important. Maybe I'll be covering that next. Who knows? All right. See you all later. Good night.